Alliances are being infested in Marvel Strike Force. There's a new web store with some pretty good offers. We're talking about how to use it here. We got some data mines and the rest of your questions from Discord on this edition of the Monday Mailbag. And if you're ready for that, find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Club. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin, and we are talking all about Marvel Strike Force. We do this question and answer Monday mailbag every Monday. Sometimes we do it on a Tuesday, sometimes we do it on Sunday, but we do this every week. And if you want to get your question potentially featured in this type of video, make sure you are a member of the Discord and leave a question in the mailbag channel there. But without further ado, let's talk about some of the things going on in Marvel Strike Force right now. First is this Alliance Infestation event and Infestation incoming. So we got a few different milestone offers going on, or milestone events going on right now. We have this one, and this is looking pretty good. We got some decent gear here. Not that crazy of rewards, but also not that great of additional time that we have to invest for this. So this is a pretty good event in my opinion. Now let's go take a look at this one, the Infestation incoming. This one, you could grind out a bunch of blitzes, do your normal arena battles, or just spending your normal campaign energy. Shouldn't be that much of a issue to get all these rewards here. So normally with these type of events, 4 blitz rotations per day should get you these. I didn't go down and do the calculations for the blitz rotations, but that seems like it should be pretty good. All right, what kind of rewards do we have? We have some pretty good ones. We have a bunch of Spider-Man shards, Spider-Punk shards, and this was the easiest character of the Web Warriors to farm. This Spider-Punk was released in an event, so not with a Pocket Dimension Scarlet Spider that they offer these shards, not with a Blitz of Ghost Spider, no, with the most friendly version of all the Web Warriors we're getting in this one. But it's good that they're giving us shards here. All that is good. We're getting some Teal gear also, and no word yet on what is happening with the Teal gear other than what we saw in the latest blog post. And we see in the latest blog post, they are giving us more Teal gear eventually in offers for more superior uniques. I guess that's for more orange gear. They're offering more of these uniques in the Doom campaign and also in the Battle Pass. So that is how we're getting more Teal gear. Additional ways to earn them through new and existing game modes. We will see with that. We will see. Still no word on a Teal War Orb, but we did get word of this. Just introduced a new web store. The next evolution of MarvelStrikeForce.com has begun. The beginning leveling up a website, not just to become informational, but also an official companion piece to your overall experience in Marvel Strike Force. Yes, and that we could purchase stuff from. So exciting. So this is why all the bugs were not solved in this past update. They were working on this new web store, ladies and gentlemen. Not all bad, but I wish they would have devoted some of that resources to building this web store, to solving some of the QA issues that are plaguing Marvel Strike Force right now. Starting today, you'll see the brand new features that'll bring you more content, rewards, exclusive offers. You can now log into the website, linking your in-game account. And the way to do this is described down here, but let me just show you really quickly. There's some pretty good offers as well. If we go in-game right now, we go to the advanced setting, we'll see we have this new tab right here. What this does, when you pop it, it says get your code. This is your player ID, this is your code, and that way you could link. Now this code, I've tried this several times. I think this is like one of those authenticators. It's a 6-digit code that switches every time. So I think this is a code, but I have not verified that yet. Once you get to that, it'll take you to the website where you will enter your player ID and your code. You'll be taken to this section right here with some pretty good offers. I do want to talk about this, but you'll see all the offers in the game. And this is the new website here where you can link your account to this site. And I guess what you're gonna do is if you see an offer you like, there you could purchase this right from this. And there's these tabs here that you can search for the different offers. If you want to see this offer, which by the way is a very good offer, 99 cents, you're getting 2 million gold, 2,000 power cores, and 250 L4 training modules. So just for this alone, that is good. And if you don't have Silver Surfer at 7 stars, this is some shards, always very good. And then a costume, which adds no gameplay value, but just for some cosmetic things, your character. So that's how to do it. Link your account there, guys. You could click on the website and get all that stuff there. But that is in game right now. Let me know your thoughts of this. Let me know if you are going to get this offer right now, 99 cents for some pretty good stuff, or if you're going to wait for Scopely to solve some of these issues that is going on right now. I'm not sure what is this going to do for the Amazon App Store, and this new store may explain why we haven't seen Marvel Strike Force pop back up in the Google Point Store, but it is time. It is now time to get your questions now that we're updated on some of the things that happened over the weekend. Boom. All right, first question. Hey, I'm a fairly new free-to-play player. I seem to be bouncing between all sorts of different team ideas, so I'm not getting anywhere. Is there a rule of thumb that being a new player I should follow in terms of building teams? All right, so the best advice is to stick to one team, finish that team, and finishing it is different. It means different things based on where you're in the game. So finishing it for an early player might be getting that team up to all level 50s with a certain amount of gear. Build a team up to whatever content that you're having to solve with that team, and then build them on. Now, in the beginning, I think beginner players, one of the most important things that you need to get through is the campaign. So build up whatever teams you need to get through as many campaign nodes as possible. That'll give you you could start to farm shards in the campaign and also get the valuable gear that you need, and also using up your energy. You're going to get a lot of energy. One of the best places to use your cores is to refresh energy. So that is one thing. Focus on one team at a time. Also, the modes that I focus on generally tend to be arena first, then raids, then war, in that order, and war offense before war defense. Now, for you as a newer player, like campaigns, like I said, are also important. We have these flash events that are also important, but just building up the teams to get through that campaign is very more important. But don't bounce between different teams. Focus on one area of the game that you're having trouble with, that you want to solve, and then focus on that team. Finish that problem, or finish solving that problem, then move on to the next thing. So that is my best advice, brother. It's kind of hard to give you specific advice without knowing where you are in the game. But hopefully this helps many people, and not just you, and helps the entire community. All right, what is up from Cali? Enjoy your videos and your content 24/7. I love it, brother. Thank you. Big whole fist bump for you, brother. Appreciate your work on my first run of DD4 City. Currently working my last tune Symbiote Spider-Man team for City. What do you recommend on the second run for City? All right, so second run of City, don't build up symbiotes. If you have them built up, use that exact same team. Right now for City, I'm pivoting towards Cloak and Dagger because I think they're very good, and the Web Warrior. Shang-Chi is also very good for City. So those are the characters that I'm using right now outside of Dark Dimension. I did just start Dark Dimension 5, but for the characters that I'm bringing in there, I'm thinking of other game modes, because remember, for these Dark Dimensions, once you get through these 2 times, there's no reason to go back in other than that border for your avatar in the game. So focus on other game modes, not just Dark Dimension, is what I would recommend. So whatever City characters you're using a lot in the game, those are who I would build up for Dark Dimension 4, and probably eventually 5. But those who I'm building up: Web Warriors, Cloak and Dagger, Shang-Chi. I think those are the best options right now. If resources and stuff weren't limiting what characters you could upgrade. All right. Hey, Valley, greetings from LA. Can we track the size of the player base has changed? Or can we track how the size of the player base has changed needed to get the 1% of Blizzard rewards? About a year ago, I would say that's about 3,800. You entered 1% bracket, and now that's decreased to about 3,100. That's about 70,000 less players, a significant shrink of the community. Yeah, it is. It seems like it is shrinking based on the numbers of this channel, based on the players that I know that have quit, and based on the problem that Alliance are having with recruiting new players now. So it definitely has shrunk. Hopefully Scopely can turn this ship around. Hopefully some of the decisions over the past few months has not brought this place to a place that they can't turn around. I think they still can, because we're still waiting on a few new game modes to come to the game. So hopefully that, and solving a lot of these bugs and instability issues in the game. I think just that will start to bring a lot of players. And obviously the things that we talked about this weekend with this Alliance donation event, with the fairness and finding a way to solve these ties in these ranking rewards right now, because that was a big issue with this last Alliance donation event. Still haven't heard anything from the devs about that. I'm not sure if they are going to address it. Any news when Insanity is coming back, Pocket Dimension? No news. I've not seen any data mines. I've not heard any rumors. I was guessing it's going to be sometime this update. I was hoping that they would do that as a release method for characters every single update, kind of like they did with Tower Dimension, although that wasn't a release method, a tower mode, excuse me. But I was hoping it would come back and maybe releasing the release of Morbius, although that is still up in the air. But as far as when, not sure. One thing that really like limits my hope about this Pocket Dimension though is that when immediately when Avengers Tower was finished, they talked about changes coming to the upcoming season of Avengers Tower. Now, I'm not sure if Cerebro communicated publicly that this would be coming back, but in the Envoy chat, I do remember, and I may be remembering wrong. I thought he wrote that it's coming back every month or so. So that would mean it would come back in March. That would mean it would be kind of aligning with the character release of Morbius, but of course he could be a Blitz release or something like that. So no official word, but those are my thoughts. Hey brother, what school you went go and how did you end up leaving Hawaii for Texas? So what is up? You sound like you're talking some pigeon from Hawaii. So shaka, brah. All right. So what school did I go? I went to Kalani. Kalani Falcons in the house. Class of 94. Woo. All right. And when did I end up, and how did I end up leaving Hawaii for Texas? So I grew up, born and raised in Hawaii, went to school in Washington State, moved back after college. After that, I moved to LA and not directly to Texas, was living there for about 10 years. That's where I met my wife. And because she was doing consulting in my business, I was mainly on the phone at the time. We just went wherever her consulting plans took us. So we were in North Carolina, we're in San Jose, we're in New Jersey, we're in Savannah. We ended up in Texas because this is eventually where we wanted to be. So that's how I ended up here. But it wasn't a direct path from Hawaii to Texas. There was a lot of different stops along the way. But yeah, Falcons. Let me know in the comments. Are there any other Hawaii crew in the house? Let me know what high school you guys went to. All right. Greetings from Saskatoon. Oh my goodness, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's from Saskatchewan. What is up, brother? Thanks for all the content. We appreciate all of it. All the salt and pepper included. Oh yeah, you're getting a lot of it nowadays with especially since that Echo event. I think that is where my thoughts of this game, my impression of this game shifted with that really bad Echo event. Is a lot. It has to definitely do in this update though. This is not a good update. But yes, lots of salt and pepper on this channel. We want to be positive, but Skullblade makes it so hard sometimes. My question is, when the game is this bad, you typically done a roundtable discussion with Mobile and Rem. Any plans for a video like that again? Also, can you please include Boylan and Goofy? All right. Yeah, you guys may not heard the news. Remenex quit this past weekend. Hopefully, he was just upset, changes his mind, comes back. Those are more for selfish reasons, though, because I do like collaborating with him. I do like discussing the game with him. But if he doesn't, good for him. Hopefully, he's on to bigger and better things. But Mobile Gamer and I, yeah, I mean, definitely we could do something like that. I'd like to do something. I'm not sure what the exact issue is. There's so many different issues. I guess it could be a longer roundtable discussion, but it doesn't seem like when we've done those in the past, Scopely's really listened to us. So I'm not sure how good it does. I guess it's good for the player base, but I don't know. Let me know. I'm thinking out loud right now. Let me know if you guys do want to see that. If you do, then we'll make it happen. All right, Moss Boss, what is up, my friend? How would I join a cluster? My alliance, it has a core group of guys that want to stay together. It's hard to recruit because people want higher rates than we can offer, but we could run higher rates if we had a few more players ready. We're willing to drop some dead weight, but anytime we found anyone we're willing to merge with, the numbers don't add up. So we've both had too many players we want to keep. Any tips and advice? All right, so as far as joining an alliance, this is something that I've really try to shy away from to my most of my playtime in Marvel Strike Force. But I guess biggest tips of finding an alliance, you could go to the different clusters. You could look in game, see which clusters are available. I know at one time Pants of Hulk was pretty large. We're in Team Superfly. There's a lot of other large clusters out there. And hopefully you could just reach out to the alliance, the cluster leader, and see if that's something they would want to do, bring you into their group, and hopefully that would work. If not, I guess the standard means of trying to look on their Reddit and Discord and Facebook groups to hopefully find some recruits. But from what I hear, those are drying up. So if there's any other Alliance leaders in here that have some tips to help with recruiting, or maybe would be interested in with a merger with another alliance, or maybe forming a cluster, let me know in the comments. Hopefully we could hook up some alliances in the community and have them have a better gameplay experience. ValleyFlyin, I'm currently wondering, since I'm getting Omega Red. Oh, that should be tonight. Congratulations, brother. Omega Red tonight. Should be the other Weapon X bringing. Should I bring the other Weapon X members task Cure 12? We'll be taking Red to 15, but since they are mainly a war team, if they are worth that much of an investment. So the thing about Omega Red and the Weapon X, if you're playing the team in the standard way, you want Sabretooth to have the highest damage on that team, because if not, if you're playing because Misty Knight will block the person on the Weapon X team with the highest damage. If that happens to be Omega Red, that means you're waiting, or ability block him. So that means you're waiting to turn 3 to do that big ultimate move. If she doesn't ability to block him and she blocks Sabretooth instead, you could do Omega Red's ultimate on turn 2. So you might want to build up Sabretooth just so that Misty Knight ability blocks Sabretooth instead of Omega Red. So it might be worth building him up just so that team works properly. There are ways that you could still win that battle even if Omega Red has the highest damage. You're gonna have to play it a little differently. I did write down how to do it, and I think I lost my notes. So let me know if you guys remember how to do that, or but yes, keep that in mind when you're building up your Weapon X. Misty Knight's ability block can be a problem with that, but you can still win it. But that's the only thing to keep in mind. Other than that, if you can still win those Weapon X, those Heroes for Hire punch-ups, then you should be fine. Hey, Valley, positives going your way from Oregon. Hey, positive vibes back from Texas, brother, to the rest of the Valley community. There we go. All right, I know you guys need it playing Marvel Strike Force, so here's some positive vibes for everyone. All right. Simple question. How's a game like MSF not in the Google Play perk reward store? Well, it was at one time, and we just talked about this store here. This may be the reason why they want you to purchase through their store. They want you to put your credit cards in so that you could just go to this store and just click a button. You won't have to enter any. That's why they have this such a good offer right here. So you have your credit card information on their website, and then for future purchases, just click a button, and you could avoid the middleman of the iOS and Android and Amazon App Store and everybody. And Scope Blue will make all of your money instead of having some different links, some different percentages taken off from the other sources. So that is my tinfoil hat theory on why it's not back in the Google Play Store. Cerebral will say otherwise on Discord, but yeah, there's those two things correlate with each other. So anyway, gave myself a $40 monthly alliance. Gave myself a $40 alliance for allowance for spending. Oh, allowance. That's why I'm confused. All right. Took me a few times. All right. For spending on the game. I've been doing the premium purchase on the Strike Pass and Mojo's Mayhem for $20 each. Is that the best way to spend my money in the game? I mean, you can make the argument that some of these character releases, they may be better values. There's some of these flash offers like that Silver Surfer offer on the store that seem like good offers that pop up every now and then. They're few and far between though. But I think those passes are going to be the best value if you're looking for the actual dollar spent to actual amount of items that you get. I think those are the best value. But remember, it's not just spending money and then getting all that stuff. It's spending money, grinding for 28 days, and then you're getting all that stuff. So in addition to the grinding, you also have to spend that money. But I think if you just calculated the price that you're paying and the stuff that you get, it is looking like a pretty good deal, especially if we take a look at some of the Datamines, what could be coming in the next round of these. It could have even more value for you. All right. Greetings from Las Vegas. I'm going to get Omega Red this time around. I'm very close to getting Doom. Congratulations, brother. And congratulations to everyone else that's getting Omega Red for the first time tonight. I'm wondering which one to go hard on first. Doom seems to be obvious for his double tags for raid, but he'll be a baby Doom, probably for a month. Would I be better going off for Omega Red for his heroes for higher counter first? I have the weapon west of Weapon X for that. Thanks. All right, so I guess it's going to be based on what game modes are more important to you. I don't value war as much as some players. So for me, War would be last, which means that Doom would be first here because of what, even a baby Doom, just based on what he could do as far as his tags in the Doom raids. So he's going to solve 2 sections for me. Maybe not totally solve, but he'll be a help in tech and he'll be a help in Mystic. So that is a good thing. Eventually, you won't really need Doom for Mystic because you'll have Eternals and the New Warriors, but he helped in 2 nodes there. Now, as far as Weapon X, it's a War team. I don't really use them in the raids. I don't use them in pretty much any other game mode except for War. So if War is important to you, Counter Heroes for Hire is important to you. Build up your Weapon X right now because that's going to give you immediate benefit of being able to counter that. Now, keep in mind, the reason that War is not as value for me, that is 3 times a week, whereas the raids are 7 times a week. So hopefully that helps you. Those are some things to consider. But if it was me, I would go Doom first, get my raid settled, and also give a character that I could kind of use in Arena every now and then. And then I would go for Omega Red. But that is me. Again, it's based on your evaluation of the modes, and if they're similar to me, that's what I would do. Hey, Valley, hello from Brooklyn, hello from Texas, brother. Do you know if Dr. Voodoo ult still gives health to himself or just a Dark Hunter ally? The basic says it heals self and Dark Hunter allies, but ult just says Dark Hunter allies. Seems strange that it wouldn't heal himself. You know what? It does seem strange that it wouldn't heal himself as well. Let's go take a look at the actual text. So we're not on game, we're in MSF.gg because I have not unlocked Dr. Voodoo yet, but it does say exactly what you say. With the T4, stealing 20% health from all enemies, redistribute 150% health stolen to all Dark Hunter allies. In my mind, that means all, which includes Dr. Voodoo, but the basic, like you said, is written a little bit differently. So it says heal self and Dark Hunter allies for 5% of this character's max health. It actually goes up a little bit with that T4 in there. But it says self and all Dark Hunter allies here. It just says all Dark Hunter allies here. I just think that's a text inconsistency. I think it's going to heal both. I've not unlocked him yet. I know there's people that have unlocked him, so I don't think it's a bug, but I think it's just a inaccurate text description there, brother. So hopefully that clears it up. Hopefully it is working properly. Like I said, I have not unlocked him, so hopefully that is working exactly like it's written. But with Scopely, we never know, right? We never know. Greetings from the UK. Greetings, brother, from Texas. Quick question. Any idea who's in the next Strike Pass? I believe it ends March 1st. And can't see who's in the last 2 blog posts. Not mentioned either. It's very weird that this web store and the next battle pass, the next Strike Pass was not mentioned. All right, but we do have a Datamine. Spoiler alert, the Datamine does say Deathpool in it. So we're going to discuss the entire Strike Pass later, but Deathpool is supposed to be listed, or Deathpool at least is in the Datamine there. Hey, ValleyFlyin, so to make it right, their latest trash, I compensate everyone, even the exploiters. On top of that, it's a calendar, so Scopely next can try to sell us more buggy crap. Yeah, as a trash offer. Now, we did get that energy on our inbox. That was listed as 200 energy every day. Around the time that I said they were sending compensation a calendar. So I think the majority of the community assumed that was what they were talking about because they never said, hey, this calendar is for all these bugs and this exploits and stuff from this Alliance donation event. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering if that's just another bug that they sent out or if that's the actual compensation. They never said anything. So hopefully that's not the compensation. Hopefully there is a way that they could track who exploited that donation event and who didn't. I don't think they can, but I hope there is. I hope they've figured something out and can just give rewards to people that didn't exploit that event. All right, hey, Valley, I started global launch, but it took most of 2021 out. Welcome back, brother. I just unlocked the new Warriors, Omega Red tomorrow, which tonight as of the reading of this question, and Doom in the next week or so. I'm not sure where to go. My symbiotes are 700K and do okay in Doom 2.0. What order do you build teams going forward for Doom? All right, so I build them in the order that they appear in the raids for me. So I'm on the left side, so it goes bio, then it goes skill, then it goes to tech, then it goes cosmic, and then it goes Axeman, which is mutant. So that's the order I build these characters in. if you're in Doom 2.0 and your symbiotes are fine, you may want to skip Web Wars as far as their resources. Get as many gold stars, as red stars as you can on them. But as far as resources, like your training mats, your orange gear, all that stuff, you may want to wait on your Web Wars until symbiotes start slacking a little. But Web Wars are going to be the best solution there. If you're all the way on the other side, I would probably go Axeman first and start to build up them for Doom. But I think it's going to be based on what side you're on. If you're on the left side, I would start with Bio, and then I would start with skill and just go in order. If I'm on the right side, I think it's mutant first. I can't remember who's second. I think tech is also in the middle, but I would go in that order for that section as well. So that's the order that I would do. And welcome back, brother. All right, what is up, Valley from NYC? Got a Doom raid question. We just jumped up to Doom 2.1. Have a little trouble with skill. Everyone is gear 15, level 15. Level 15, level 75 probably. 5 red with Kestrel, 6 gear 16. What is a better investment than 6 red? Captain Sam or Shang-Chi? And what happened to the West Coast Avengers? Well, Scopely happened. I guess the rumors were alive at one time, but they were all rumors. And as we know with Scopely, they changed the order of the release of things like that. So West Coast Avengers, they may be coming, but Drew, yeah, they still may be on the table. And maybe hopefully he'll be back later this week. I think he has some guesses on these horsemen that's coming. All right, better investment to 6 red, Captain Sam or Shang-Chi? I think I did both of them. I think they're both 6 red. I think Shang-Chi is the one that is really made a difference because of his damage. Captain Sam, he's a little beefier. He tanks a little better, but he still dies if he gets hit hard. Shang-Chi also dies, but the spike in his damage, I think, has made a big difference to me. So if I were to do it again, they were both at 5 red. I think I'd go Shang-Chi first and then Captain Sam, but I think they're both worth doing, especially for the long term. So that is my opinion, brother. If you guys have different opinions in the club, let me know in the comments, guys. Hey, bud, do you think they'll ever create a Teal orb for the War Store purchase with elite credits? I've been saving them, hoping for it to happen. I've been hoping for it to happen too. I've been waiting for it for 2 months. Been spending all that Stark Tech in the War Store, getting that elite credits. Hopefully they finally think of something, or hopefully they finally add it. They did mention in this blog post from last week, additional ways to earn Teal gear through new and existing game modes. Hopefully one of those existing game modes is the War Store, where they're gonna add more gear for us. So yes, I'm hoping for that as well, brother. Hey, Valley. So are these new Scourge events to unlock legendary characters going forward the reason Scopely has been so stingy in giving new characters charge recently? Possibly. With a Scourge event description, they did not say that there's star requirements either way. They did not say there's no star requirements. They did not say there are star requirements. So it's hard to say if that is why it is. I thought they were being stingy just because they want to make more money. They didn't make enough money in 2021, so they want more money in 2022. But we'll see. We'll see. I think we need more details on this Scourge events to make a decision on that. Since stars aren't a requirement for legendary unlocks anymore, I'm not sure about that. It wasn't mentioned. You're right, it wasn't mentioned. I'm not sure if they're not a requirement, though. As far as I can tell, these new tunes doing okay at low stars, I don't see as being an issue anymore. If this is in fact correct, and we just need our tunes strong to unlock our legendary characters, it may be a decent shift, you know, and it may explain some of these stingy shards of legend of these characters that have been released, like Scarlet Spider, like Magic, like Echo. It would explain that. It would make it a little easier to palate. If they explained it in the beginning, legendary characters won't be required this. That would have been easier to require. I don't think the community would have been as hot over these events, but it could be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll have to see. It's hard to tell with Scopely. Quality of life suggestion. Once you 7-star a tune, they disappear from the store they're in. Would clear up a lot of room in the War Store, Raid Store, and might motivate people to spend gold to upgrade a 7-star character. Sounds like a win-win Scopely for the community. Yeah, but does Scopely do those kind of things? I thought they try to make wins for the community and break stuff and make it worse for the community. I don't know. This would be good though. I like this. I'm joking too much, but I do like this. This is a good idea. Hey, Valley. Hope all is well with you and your family. Suggestion and question for you. Suggestion for the Scourge events. They should have a new 1% every time the event returns. So if we were to finish in top 1%, both first run and second run, I would still get the rewards, but someone else would take my place in the rankings. So I have a new 1% run every single time. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Because, I mean, you would think that if someone scored very high the first time the event was there, they would score high on subsequent events, and they'd just be the same people getting the same rewards for these Scourge events, right? So I don't know. There's a lot that wasn't described in this past blog post. I guess this would be a good thing if that's how they're making it work. I think it's hard to get some suggestions when I'm not even clear on how it's going to work, because the details was very limited in the blog post that we got this past Friday. Do you think Scourge events are the only new legendary events we'll have in 2022, or do you think we'll still have new legendary characters released the old-fashioned way? So I think we're probably going to get 4 of these, and then with the release of Apocalypse, because that tweet was teased that he's coming in 2022, so they would have to have 4 of these Scourge events. And that would give them very low time for legendary events. So I think either 2 or 4 or something. But yeah, I think going forward, at least until Apocalypse is here, we're just getting Scourge events for legendary characters. So I don't know, for the better or worse, that's what I think is happening when we're coming. All right. Sup, Mr. Valley X, Mr. X Factor Oracle. I want to get your thoughts on new Horsemen. Why is that you and everyone seems to think that so silhouettes are on screen actually look like tunes? Is it possible that they are just silhouettes and doesn't reflect who the characters are at all? That's what I think what they meant by it could be anyone. And what are your thoughts? All right, let's take a look at the silhouettes. These are the silhouettes right here, sort of. This is what we saw on the Age of Apocalypse webpage on the MarvelStrikeForce.com site. It seems to be characters. It looks like it could be this could be Venom, but they're not going to make money if they're selling Venom. And the Pharaoh costume that they had for him would make sense. The rest of these, I'm not sure. I think Drew does have some guesses from his previous sources based on their recommendation. I think he'll be back later in this week to describe that. But I don't know. Well, let me know your guesses, guys. I got a few guesses right here, but I want to hear your guesses, and we'll see what it ends up being, and we'll see what Drew's guesses end up being later this week. Hey, Valley, hope all is going well. Love your content. Thank you, brother. My alliance is trying to decide between Doom 2.1 at 60% or Doom 2.2 at 30%. We have not completed Doom 2.1 at 100%, so I cannot see what the rewards are for Doom 2.2. We will push for that next week. Which one has better rewards? 2.1 at 60% or Doom 2.2 at 30%. I cannot find a picture of rewards for each section online unless I'm missing it somewhere. It actually is online, so let's go online to our boys over at msf.gg. The way to get to this section right here, you go to that tab, you go to maps, and it'll get you to this section right here. You could choose Doom 2, you could choose difficulty 1, 2, or 3, and you can see all the rewards at the bottom. The rewards for difficulty 1 all the way down here. I'll let you and your lines go and calculate which are better for you guys. And then Doom 2.2, the rewards are here. They're all the way down here. So 30% is here, 60% here, 100% is here. These are all the rewards are on msf.gg. I'll let you and your lines decide which one is better for you guys based on what you guys can do on a daily basis. So I hope that helps figure out which rate is going to be best for your lines. But I did say that we got some data mines. Oh yeah, baby. So let's go to the latest data mines right now and check out what you can expect coming in Marvel Strike Force. Maybe these, as are most data mines, these are all subject to change. Talking about Apocalypse coming, and we got season 13 Lady Deathstrike, like we talked about early in this mailbag video. Rack up points for season 13 Lady Deathstrike. You're gonna get gold orbs, increase from 3 to 6, so more gold. Winter Soldier and Mystique shards. Wondering what that is for. If the Lady Deathstrike is the shards that we're getting in there. 4 premium orbs, blue gear raid orbs increase from 30 to 45, and power cores. This is going to increase the value, increase from 550 to 1100. So I'm betting this is going to be 100 in the free path and then 1,000 in the paid path. So for me, that brings up the value a little bit more. So certain daily objectives also reward strike tokens, earning strike tokens for season long. So I think nothing's changed except for this stuff right here. All right, we got a winner for the city poll. We have an anti-venom blitz coming tonight. And it looks like we got data mines for each of the candidates. So we have a blitz announcement here for Emma Frost shards for winning the global poll. We also have a announcement for Sharon Carter winning the global poll. So I think they're just putting in all of these just in case, and they'll just see who wins. We have a winner here for the cosmic poll, Death Pool. And we also have Kestrel winning the cosmic poll. So we're going to get an Emma Frost or Sharon Carter blitz, and we're going to get a Death Pool or a Kestrel blitz coming up in the next few weeks. and just more information about Mojo's Mayhem season 16, excuse me, and then this next strike pass. So all the passes there, and that is it. That is the latest in Marvel Strike Force, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want more Marvel Strike Force content, hit that subscribe button. We got at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. And if you want to support the channel, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, because if you don't hit that thumbs up button, well, if you don't hit that notification bell. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for everyone that left a question for the mailbag. If you want to leave a question for next week's mailbag, make sure you are a member of the Discord and go down to that mailbag channel and leave your question there. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If this video was helpful for you, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, share this with your friends, and ring that bell, guys. Join that notification squad. If you are a subscriber and have not ring that bell yet, YouTube might not notify you as soon as a new video goes up. So make sure you hit that bell and check me out all over the place, guys. I'm on social media. We stream every weekday morning on Twitch, and I hope to see you guys there. Give me that Hulk fist bump before you leave. And before you go, if you want to check out what was actually pitched in the meeting for Real Time Arena, the video should be up there. And I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.